Yeah, so I sort
previous
of got
move, and
the
then you got to close
yeah, but once I
everything.
got this positional bind, I was pretty confident that he would go wrong because there's a lot of subtleties and then he blundered this pawn,
Yes, on
you know,
G5.
like knight takes.
Yeah.
And then after that, it was pretty smooth. I was very patient and I was enjoying myself.
Yes, yes. This was like from here. This was really nice. I honestly, okay. So I think the engine did not like this plan with F5, but I think practically it was really, really nice because you closed everything up, and
Yeah.
then your knight, with plans to come into E6, like knight F8, and then knight E6 was really just nice.
What
And
is wrong? This engine is saying I'm not winning. I think the engine just doesn't understand.
yeah, I think like a lot of the time it was,
Yeah, the engine just doesn't understand.
yeah.
Well, maybe, I don't know. Yeah, that's
Well, a
not.
lot of the
Hopefully,
time, the ways that they had to try and hold the position was just like so ridiculous as well. Like it was. Oh, okay. Also, there
yeah.
was one point
But just
where.
kids can't plan games. That's the point. Kids just can't plan games. So you just
Yeah, I
and
know.
well,
The
the
both
thing
of the
is that
games you've
I
crushed the
actually so
kids.
this kid I actually played him when I was 2480 like 3 years ago,
Mhm.
and I beat him in two extremely convincing games. Like I absolutely crushed him. So I felt a serious psychological advantage.
Yeah.
Like every time I would like look into his eyes, I would just smell the fear. I would smell all of my senses were just screaming fear, and I feel a bit bad because the kid's like 14, but I'm pretty ruthless.
Brutal.
So
This is
it was
brutal.
yeah. So I felt pretty good. Like I felt like I could take some risk and be a bit flexible.
Yeah, well, I
Um,
think like this was just so nice. And one thing I wanted to ask you about was, okay, on move 30, you played Queen D8, and so was the idea just that you wanted to trade rooks on the H file, or was it because you wanted to play A5? Like, what was that? What was the idea with
no, the
Queen
point is, I
D8?
just thought that if I trade rooks, and then once the rooks are traded, there's no like H file business, and then I just eventually slowly play, A5, B5, and still did breakthrough because I thought like I'm up a pawn, his structure is terrible.
Yeah.
Eventually I should be able to break through. So yeah, I think what I did was fine.
Yeah, no, that was nice. It was just like
I
Queen.
think this engine just has low depth, so it doesn't understand.
Well, no, Queen D8 was like it was saying best move by the engine, and that was like the one move in the game where I was like, this is a hard move to find, like with Queen D8.
Yeah, that
But
was my whole
yeah,
idea because when I played rook to G8, like that was in preparation. Like when I played rook H8, it was to prepare Queen D8. And no, I just I thought that the only counterplay that he could ever have is on the H file. So if I just trade the rooks and then have full domination, obviously, I have like pressure on F4 and D4, so there's not really anything that he can do.
yeah.
So
Nice. Yeah, I think like there was one point where you traded queens, and then engine was saying like maybe there was some point down the line. When was it? It was some point down the line where engine was like saying it was equal after king b6 and knight b4. After you traded, it was giving the position almost equal here. But the more I looked at it, the more I was like, this is really difficult.
Oh, so if he plays bishop c2, knight c6, king b2, and if b4, bishop b3. Oh no. Oh, and if not f5. Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not good. That's not good. I guess I blundered.
Yeah, like the idea
I'm
of
kinda-
bishop c2, it was coming up a few times, but your opponent like was not seeing this, but it was like really difficult. And yeah, I guess
I don't know why I
later.
didn't take it seriously. I guess I didn't I underestimated oh wow. I'm curious what it says at like high depth.
Yeah, I think that you're, well, I would say you're still better.
Still a
Like
draw,
you're
yeah.
still.
That's really embarrassing actually. That's so embarrassing, yeah, but again I'm just lucky, so What can I say?
No, you played it so well, and I was like,
The engine really humbles you, you know?
yeah, it really does.
Really.
Like
I thought,
after.
wow, like this is a great game. Such a great game, and now I'm just gonna, you know. No, but I felt so bad this morning. Couldn't eat anything. I need to
Oh
go to
no.
Walmart and buy some Evian water. Maybe I'll start playing better, to be honest.